Hello, Happy New Year and welcome to the program Safe Life. Did you know that food supplements can help you boost your body immunity and prevent skin disorders? Join me, Ishimwe Kathy, as I host a skin specialist from Steve Skin Clinic. Happy New Year, Steve. Please say hi to the viewers and introduce yourself.
Happy New Year, Kathy, and Happy New Year, viewers. My name's Steven Mokisa, and I'm a problem skin specialist.
Okay, talking about problem skin specialist, we are at Steve's Skin's Clinic.
Yes.
Tell us about it. What do you do specifically as a skin problem specialist? Is it just what is it to do with the skin?
Well, when we talk about problem skin, we are talking about a number of things, especially people who have acne, pimples, people who have eczema, people who have stretch marks, people who have problems with scars, patches. You know, we work on all those things. Every problem that the skin will have, we definitely have a solution for it. That's why we are called.
Every little problem that the skin has.
That's why we are called the problem skin specialist.
In case of anything, I can run here.
Definitely, people with tummies that are having problems, they want to, you know, a tummy that is too big, it has failed to go down. We have machines that can reduce the tummy. People who have bums that
they have buttholes.
Buttholes. People who have, you know, those injection holes. Remember, people who got their injections in the most people who were born in the 80s and 90s, they had a lot of quinine injection problems. So basically, they have those injection holes in their bums. So what we do is we do subcisions and remove the buttholes that have been in the bums for all those years, so they have a more rounded bum. We do a number of things. We do lightening skin injections. We do pills, supplements. Pill supplements for improving the skin and helping the skin to look better. Basically, we do a number of things as long as it's associated to problem skin. We definitely do it.
As you can see, we've been throughout so many things, and it's been a pandemic, lockdowns. How has it affected the skin patients, the treatment routines, and the appointments? Those who could not manage to come here, like some treatments are made from here. So how has it affected the recovery, we could say?
Well, basically, lockdown hasn't been a very easy thing for a number of people. For these past 2 years, it's been crazy. It's been very hard for most people to come and, you know, do their treatments. Some people had problems, you know, transporting themselves during lockdown to get to the clinic, much as we're open. Some people couldn't, you know, find ways of getting treatment, and then their cash, you know, these treatments are not cheap. Cash goes down. You know, when cash goes down, you have to prioritize and say, between having my lunch and treating my skin, what should I do? And then you say, I'll eat my food. Skin, wait.
That's
so
basically, I would definitely eat my food.
Yeah, so basically that was mainly the problem with most people. The priorities had to change a little bit, and well, right now it's still starting to pick up. You know, people are taking more care of themselves. They're, you know, they're doing their treatments more. They're supplementing more. Basically, it's a very nice thing.
You're talking about supplements, supplements of food supplements, pill supplements. How is it related to the skin?
Well, in order for you to understand what supplement is, a food supplement. A food supplement, how should I explain it? Like, for instance, if you hear a supplementary budget for Uganda, in your mind you think, okay, they put aside a budget, but what was put aside wasn't enough, so they had to get a little bit more in order to balance it up properly. Exactly, that's how the food supplements work. You eat your food, but your food is not sufficient enough to give you a healthy looking skin, a healthy looking body, so you have to supplement. Like, for instance, most of the food that we have in Uganda is limited to, all food that we have in Uganda is carbohydrates, and all source is proteins, basically. And then you have the vegetables, which are badly cooked, they're fried, overcooked. So basically there are no food nutrients that you get out of them, you know. So basically the body needs all the essential foods. You need proteins, you need carbohydrates, you need minerals, yeah, essential minerals, okay, and you need the vitamins. But most of the food we eat lacks all that, okay. You eat from
Just eat the
January
energy
to
giving
December and you're eating carbohydrates
Yes, true.
and proteins. Even the beer you take has carbohydrates. The, the wine you take has carbohydrates. So basically you find that most of your food is very limited. So that is why you have to supplement. Okay?
And then as you're supplementing, how does it help us have a very clear and nice skin? And as we are supplementing, if there's someone out there who cannot afford the supplements, how are they supposed to eat the food? In case of, let's say they cannot afford the supplements, then how are we supposed to make the food?
Okay, now that's a very good question. First of all, the skin has its food
Okay.
that it eats. We call it the skin food. For instance, the skin needs collagen.
Okay.
Okay? Collagen is like the super glue that puts the skin together. Okay? There are supplements for collagen, mainly because as you grow, as you age, these days people start aging at about 23,
Yeah, the
24.
skin
You
starts
start
loosening
aging.
up a
The
bit.
skin loosens up, the skin starts to sag. You know, you start frowning and the frown lines stay. Why? Because the elasticity is down
down.
and the collagen levels have come down. And the more exposed to the sun that you are, the more the collagen reduces. For instance, the meat that you cook, yeah, meat has collagen. Collagen is what puts it together. When you put it in the frying pan and start frying it, what happens to the collagen? Heat breaks down the collagen and the protein. And then the meat that you are cutting with a very sharp knife, now you can use a toothpick. Why? Because the collagen is down. So most of the people, because their skins don't have collagen, they go out in the sun burns them, breaks down the collagen, you know, they start getting stretch marks, they start get the sagging skin sets in, they start aging prematurely. So basically for a person like that, you have to supplement. It's a good thing to use a collagen cream and you apply it on your skin, and then, but the collagen that you apply on the skin doesn't go past the first layer of the skin. It has to be deeper. So basically, it's always good to fix the skin from inside out and outside in. That way you
And
always
how do
have
we
it
fix
right.
that? Like inside and then outside. Outside, it's where you apply the cream.
The cream,
and then
yes.
Then how about inside?
The inside out is when the supplements come in.
Okay.
Now, when there are these supplements that have been well researched and they have nutrients that have been isolated, so basically you're going to use it to get your collagen and swallow it so that it works from inside. Or you get your vitamin C. Well, there are so many other ways of getting vitamin C. You can get it from oranges, from, you know, a number of fruits have vitamin C. But the vitamin C that you need may not be enough. For instance, you may need about 2,500 milligrams of vitamin C. An orange has about 5 grams of vitamin C.
True.
You need how many oranges to, you know, to get
I cannot count.
the amount of vitamin you need for a day?
Well, talking about swallowing, so most of us think of it as medicine, swallowing on a daily basis. In case I'm not in position to do that, are there some other options?
Of course, there are a number of ways in which you can take supplements, because now we have a number of different types of supplements. Like for instance, we have supplements that you swallow. We have supplements that are in powder form. Okay, we have supplements that you insert that are you know, rectal insertions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have rectal insertions. They're all supplements, and they all get into the body and are able to do something great, yeah, in your body. Your body needs a vitamin A. You need to supplement with that. You need vitamin C. You need coenzyme Q10. Q10 coenzyme is very good for preventing the aging problems of the skin. You need collagen, you need hyaluronic acid. These days, the people are crazy about hyaluronic acid. By the way, you can eat your chigere and get your hyaluronic acid. But
Okay.
and you supplement like that, you have your,
For an ordinary Ugandan,
yes.
those are the things I would want you to tell me, that you can eat your chigere, you can have your fruits, you can have this. So When you're telling us about the supplements and
Yes,
stuff, for
yeah.
me, I feel it's totally hard.
Yeah.
So these are the things that I want to hear. If I eat my chigere, I'll at least have, let's say, like 50% of the what
The hyaluronic acid.
yes, that
yeah.
one. And then if I do this, I'm going to get the vitamin. If I eat the fruits, I'm going to have my vitamin, at least 60%. So those are the kind of foods I want you to break down for people.
Yeah, well, it's very true that supplements may be hard for most people,
Yes.
mainly because they will look at supplements like
We look at
medicine.
medicine.
Yeah.
And when it comes to
That's the only problem with most of my Ugandan friends, my
Sure.
people, is because you only think about supplementing when you're sick.
Sure.
You know, when we're young and you get sick, that's when you're going to eat the best food. You know, that's when they're going to buy for you the best food. They're going to take you for, you know.
And it's the time you take the yogurt. It's
That's the time you take
fruits.
that's the time they would make passion fruit for you when we're young. And ordinary days when you're healthy, water and
Water
water.
all the
But when
time.
you're sick, you got malaria, passion
Juice
fruit
comes in.
juice, you know. So basically you discover that now these supplements would come in only when you're sick.
Only when you're sick.
But it's a very good
It has
thing.
to be a daily routine.
Yes, it's a very good thing to have your supplements daily. Look at the food you eat and say, is it balanced? First of all, it should come down to having a balanced diet. Okay? What did you have for breakfast? Is it bread? Is it tea? And you know, now what was in the food nutrients in it? Okay?
So what would you advise for breakfast?
Okay. For breakfast, basically, depends on the person that is taking this kind of food. Like, for instance, if you're a person who is trying to watch your weight,
Yes, sure.
okay, it would be nice to have at least 3 eggs or 2 eggs in the morning for breakfast. On top of the 2 eggs, have some vegetables, okay, and have a fruit.
Okay.
You're sorted. Why? The eggs have a number of nice minerals and proteins, okay? The vegetables, you know, have, you know, a number of minerals too, okay?
Yeah.
And then the fruits, they have the vitamins that you need. So basically, you're having a balanced diet.
Okay.
But what is the point of having bread, butter, and
Some
and
fried
a cup
eggs
of
on top of that?
fried eggs, tea? It's all the same nutrient. The food only, the body only will take what it needs from the proteins that you want to use,
And
and
the
then
rest?
discard out the rest. When it comes to carbohydrates, the body is going to take up the carbohydrates it needs, and then the rest of the carbohydrates are going to be stored on your body as fat.
Yes.
Okay?
That's when we come out with a belly.
And
Belly fats.
Exactly. And then you start seeing people with belly fats, people with weight that they can't control. Why? It's because of diets that are so full of carbohydrates.
Okay.
Yeah?
And going back to supplements, if someone is taking these supplements and they're okay with the swallowing the pills on a daily basis, how often are they supposed to take them? Or is there a period where they reach and they're like, okay, I think this is enough, I can stop? Or it just has to be a continuous, or let's say I can take it this whole month, or then the next month I don't. And don't they come with a side effect because they're pills and taken on a daily basis? Most people say. For people who have not yet like, produced a word, can you try to explain that? Does it affect people like me? If I would want to like, have the supplements and then I haven't yet given back, they say sometimes they affect. Yeah.
Have
Just
you
make it clear.
have you ever taken Smarties? You know Smarties?
No.
Those little round things, colored, they come in, you know, they're nice to eat. They're like tablets. Yeah? But having to eat Smarties doesn't make them tablets because they're shaped like little tablets. It doesn't make them tablets. You understand? Just the same way, having supplements formed like tablets doesn't make them tablets. It doesn't mean you're sick to have them. And then the other thing is that these supplements are very important because they are food supplements. Okay?
Oh.
Now you can't say, now I'm going to have, next month I'm eating all my food, and then the other month not eating food. You understand?
Okay.
You cannot do that. Why? Because you need food every day.
It's just like a support system.
Exactly. So you need your supplements every single day. Most of these people who come from, we call them summers, when they come back, those guys look so good, yet they have the worst weather, they have the worst work routines. their life is not easy. It's hard
So
life.
what's the trick behind
But the trick is they supplement. Those people, they know their problems, so they supplement. Okay? They supplement. And because they supplement, let me tell you, there is no summer who comes here and they don't look, their skin looks good. They're, you know.
You haven't seen those who come back when the skin is all cracked. And what's the cause of that?
They don't supplement. They don't supplement. Like, for instance, there are people who live in areas where there is no sun at all.
Yeah, true.
If you're living in an area where there is no sun, you need to use vitamin K. Why? Because you naturally get your vitamin from the sun, but this time there's no sun.
There's no sun at all.
Okay? So you need to supplement with that vitamin that is missing. You understand? If you're in that country and you don't supplement, you're gonna get sick. Okay? If you're in a country where you need a lot of vitamin C and you don't have vitamin C, you get sick. Vitamins and minerals are very important in our
Let's
daily.
stick to Uganda. Because
No.
here we have, I will say I have the sun.
Okay.
So definitely, I don't think I'll need
Okay.
to supplement. I have the food.
Okay.
So, like, how are you going? How is the clinic, Steve Skin Clinic? How is it going to solve the problems of the people that are out there that
Okay.
are having different, having the different issues, and then they really do not know what they're supposed to do?
Well, basically, for most people who don't know what to do, the first thing that we do at Steve's Skin Clinic is when you come,
Okay.
we don't want to guess about your problems, okay? You
I
come.
really like that. You don't
Yeah,
want to guess.
we don't
You
guess, we
you
don't
want to
guess.
say, try this, try that. If it fails, come back.
Not trying, not trying. We
Okay.
get you and put you in our skin scan, okay? When we get you in our skin scan, we're able to do your scan. That scan shows you everything. It shows you where the pores are so wide open, where the skin is aging, where the skin has no collagen, where the skin, you know, is aging prematurely, where the pimple is, the different types of pimples, there are about 6 different types, treated 6 different ways. How are you going to know how to treat a pimple without knowing the type you're treating? So that's why we need to do a scan and find out exactly what we're dealing with. And then from there, we start to plan. We start to we put down a plan for your treatment, and we say, now let's treat the skin from inside and out. Okay? It's important to treat the skin from inside and out, mainly because creams don't go past the first layer of the skin. And you need this change to happen, the whole skin layer, all the skin layers have to be impacted by this treatment. So that's why you have to treat the skin from inside and outside, in order to get a holistic, you know, that's a more holistic approach to looking good, to beauty, to a great skin.
Okay, and then what is an estimated period of time that takes for a fairly affected skin, and then the skin that is totally worse?
Well, most of the times when we're treating the skin, we follow the skin cycle. You know, remember the skin grows, okay, just like your hair and the nails. The skin is made up of keratin, a protein called keratin, and that keratin has to fall off. It grows and falls off. Okay. The hair, it grows, it falls off, you cut it, you do everything you want with it. The nails, they grow, you cut them, you know. And the skin, it also grows and goes off. So that it gives a chance to new skin from underneath to show on top. Most people, the skin doesn't go off. It stopped going off. It stopped renewing itself about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. That's why they have prematurely aged skins. Now, what we do is we make sure we follow the skin cycle. The skin cycle is about 10 weeks, okay? From the time new skin is produced on your skin, and it moves up to the top of the skin where you can see it, it takes a journey of 10 weeks. So basically we follow that journey, okay? So that by the time we are done, yeah, that skin that has been grown today is up on top, and it's looking very good, flawless, no spots, like a baby's skin, brand new, smooth. It will be looking like a mirror.
Okay, that's lovely. So as you're giving out your last remarks, kindly tell the people where you could be found, and in case of anything, and the contacts to get to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Steven Mukisa, and I'm a problem skin specialist. I'm found at Impala House, Kimathi Avenue, room 6, basement, room 6B. That's where I'm found. If you can't find me there, you can call us on our number 0782 346 006. That's our WhatsApp number. You can also make an appointment at 0752 346 006. Sorry, 0751 346 006. And we shall be able to help you.
And then your last advice to the people out there who are having different skin conditions and then having issues and just thinking of eating just the energy-giving foods.
Basically, most people out there, I'm asking you to take very good care of your skin and then stop supplementing, stop fixing your skin based on a guess. You know, whenever you fix your skin based on a guess, you make a lot of mistakes and you spend so much money. For instance, I see Kathy, she uses this. She says, me, I use this, use it. You use it. Another person says, my uncle says, I use this, this worked for my daughter, use it. I use it. It doesn't work. My mother says, I use this, it worked for me so well when I was your age. Use it, it doesn't work. So basically you keep collecting different products, different creams that you've been using over a long period of time. You discover that you have a dressing table that looks like a cosmetic shop, full of things that you've tried 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 1 month, 2 weeks that haven't worked. Okay, now to cut out that, we stop guessing about the skins. We do a skin scan, find out what your skin problem is, what it needs, work out a treatment plan, and fix the skin once and for all. So I'm asking the people out there, stop guessing with your skin. Come, we scan, find out what the problem is, and fix it.
Okay, thank you so much. It was really nice having you on the show.
It was nice having you again, Kathy.
Thank you. Let's be mindful.